On this episode of Livin' the Dream, Jimmy and Luiza travel to Buena Vista Beach Resort in Baja, Mexico. And before hitting the beaches on some side-by-sides, they reel in a few Baja beasts offshore.
Sailfish! Nice!
Woo! Sailfish on! Jumping! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Oh, yeah, baby! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! There he goes. That's why we fish for him right there, guys. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's what it's all about right there, guys. Look at that thing go. Woo! Look at that thing go! Oh my gosh! Nice! Woo-hoo-hoo! There he goes! That's the biggest rooster fish I've ever seen, Luiza!
Oh my God!
Woo-hoo-hoo! My gosh, guys! Well done! Woo-hoo! All right! Woo! Yeah, boy! That's a kingfish right there! Oh my gosh!
From their home in Florida, Jimmy and Luiza are on their way to Baja, Mexico to fish for Pacific sailfish and marlin. After a short flight, they hit the runway on the Baja Peninsula and head for Buena Vista Beach Resort. Located on the white sand beaches of the Sea of Cortez, Buena Vista Beach Resort is a sprawling compound with 56 rooms and cabanas, all designed for easy access to the resort's own private beach. Amid the sound of waves, the white sands and the bright sun, the towering palm trees and finely manicured gardens, the hotel grounds are nothing short of paradise. Centered on the property is a heated in-ground pool with lounging and shade options and a beautiful handcrafted waterfall. But Jimmy and Luiza have got plenty of time to lounge poolside. For now, they unpack their bags, get some good sleep, and in the morning, they head out in search of the marlin and sailfish. On the ride out along the peninsula, it's all hands on deck to ready and rig the C&H lures. The scenery is breathtaking as hundreds of dolphins swim alongside the fishing boats. Before the lures are out and the captain starts to troll, Jimmy spots something unusual, but conditions are calm and just right for it.
The marlin on the surface, right there, right there. They're right on the surface, right in front of the boat at 11 o'clock, Mikey. There's 3 more right there. They're just chilling, huh? Come on, baby, eat.
As soon as the C&H lures hit the water, the marlin waste no time, and they are on it.
You see that fin coming off the bait, Mikey? Dude, his fin was like no joke, right on the bait, right behind it. That's what I saw pop out a minute ago. There he is, he's on it. I see him. Got it. Nice. Oh, there he is. All right. Woo! Well, welcome back to another episode of Livin' the Dream. Today we're out here in Baja, Mexico at a Buena Vista Beach Resort, and I have a sailfish jumping behind me. Man, oh, look at that. It's a beauty. Hooked him on my smallest reel out here. It's the Pin Torque 25. He's still cruising. These fish are so strong. Was that a sail or a striper? It's a striper, okay. I'm gonna correct myself there. I thought it was a sailfish. It's actually a striped marlin. One thing you're almost guaranteed to catch when you come out here to Buena Vista Beach Resort is marlin. There are a bunch of them around here. We passed probably 10 or 12 marlin this morning, and this is the first one we were able to get to eat. They're just kind of chilling on the surface, swimming, and we got this one to do what it was supposed to do.
Livin' the Dream with Captain Jimmy Nelson is made possible by Salt Life. Live salty. Grizzly Coolers. Envisioned, engineered, and perfected for performance. Deck It. Never compromise. Demand the best. And by American Fishing Wire. Before the break, Jimmy and Luiza headed out in search of marlin, and before they could even hit the feeding grounds, the marlin were surfaced and they were hungry.
The marlin on the surface, right there, right there. They're right on the surface, right in front of the boat at 11 o'clock, Mikey. There's 3 more right there. Come on, baby, eat. Oh, there he is. All right, woo!
Nearly as soon as they started trolling with the C&H lures, the first marlin was on.
There he is on the surface, there he is on the surface. See his fin? Woo! Boy, it doesn't get any better than this. Out here catching marlin in Baja. Beautiful day out here in the middle of the summer. Look at this fish right here on the surface. My gosh, what a beauty. It doesn't get any prettier than that. Woo! Oh, yeah, baby! Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! There he goes. That's why we fish for him right there, guys. Look at that. Go, baby, go. Let's see you jump. Look at him go. Oh, yeah. Keep on. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's what it's all about right there, guys. Look at that thing go. That was a perfect jump right by the boat. It doesn't get any prettier than that. That was as pretty as it gets right there, guys. Whew. He's coming up. He's coming up right here. All right, nice slow jump. Woo! Nice. Well, guys, this marlin's doing everything we want him to do. He's just showing off for us. He's coming up, coming up, coming up, right behind the boat. Woo! So much fun. We're getting him close. It's kind of a game of tug of war when you're at the end, because you get a little, then he gets a little. Just gotta wait for him to wear down, because I think we're gonna win this battle. Look at this right here. Look how pretty that is. Look how lit up he is on the surface. All blue, purples in him. My gosh, those things are pretty. He's near the surface. Gosh, what a beauty, guys. Look at those pec fins all lit up blue. Holy cow, what a beauty. Okay, I'm bringing him at you. Neutral, neutral. Easy, 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 easy. All right, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. He's coming up, right beside you, Mikey. He's not done, he's close. He's gonna jump again. A big one, huh? Yeah. This is a big striped marlin right here, guys. It's one of the bigger ones. Striped marlin are just a step above the big Pacific sailfish, but this is a big striped marlin. Easy. You want me to grab him? Easy, 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 easy. There he is. There he is. You want me to grab him? I'll grab him. I'll grab him. Take the rod. I'll grab him. I'll grab him. Look, I just don't want that hook to wear through. All right, that's good, Cap. I'm gonna grab him, Cap. I'm gonna grab him. Neutral, neutral. Got him. There he is. That's what you're fighting. You guys ready to see him? Woo! There's your striped marlin right there, guys. That's what we came out here for. Beauty. Out of Buena Vista Beach Resort in Baja, Mexico. Woo! Fished for a little while for him, but we got him.
Livin' the Dream with Captain Jimmy Nelson is made possible by C&H Lures. Be a winner with C&H Lures. Plantation on Crystal River, the place to stay and play along Florida's nature coast. And by Salt Life. Live salty. Before the break, Jimmy landed a striped marlin with the help from some C&H lures, and now he's revived it for release.
All right, guys, this fish had a long fight, did a lot of jumps. Really nice fish. I think we're gonna go ahead and send him on his way now. All right, Cap, we're about ready. You ready? Slow forward. Yeah, he's doing good. I'm gonna lay him on his side one more time so you guys can see the colors on him. But look at that. Wow. Fun fight. All right, well, all I'm doing right now, just swaying him back and forth, making sure he's got plenty of oxygen and water running over his gills, and I'm about to let him go. Here we go. And there he goes. Look at him swimming off like nothing happened. Well, that was the first fish of the morning. It was a great way to start off with a big old striped marlin. So plan was tuna, but we've seen so many marlin this morning that the plan changed. Let's see where this day takes us.
After an incredible fight and a great start to their adventure, the captain continues trolling in hopes of another billfish. Within the hour, they've got more fins breaking the surface chasing their C&H lures. And just like that, Luiza's reeling in a sailfish.
Woo, sailfish!
Nice!
Woo, sailfish on!
Good job, Luiza.
Nice!
Good job.
Right, tight!
Gosh, he's jumping everywhere.
Feels like he's coming up again. He's gonna jump.
Coming up?
Yeah, it feels like he's coming up. Come on, give us another pretty jump. We got marlin, sailfish. That's awesome. Jumping! Woo, woo, woo. Getting close. Wow, look at that. It's right there in the surface. Should I tighten the drag?
No, I think you're all right. I'm getting my gloves on right now. I'm a-coming. Oh, wow. Look at him right there. Okay, take your time.
I'm not tired at all.
Okay. Got him. All right, I'm gonna lift him. There he is. Woo! Woo! Beautiful sailfish, Luiza. Come on here by your fish. Wow, good job.
Nice.
Big old Pacific sailfish.
Yeah, give us some beautiful jumps too, just like that marlin you caught.
Heck yeah, striped marlin, Pacific sailfish. Now we just need a blue marlin or a black.
Oh my gosh, be
slam.
careful what you wish for.
Wow, look at the colors on this thing. Oh my God.
I know.
It's a beauty. Look at that big fin. They use that to corral up bait and just spook it all together and keep it in a ball. Very, very fast fish. They're also the fastest fish in the ocean. Faster than a wahoo, faster than anything, is a sailfish. You see what I'm doing here when I'm bringing them through the water like I was doing with the marlin? All I'm doing is just breaking up that lactic acid and getting that water flowing over his gills. So he's doing real good. I'm gonna lay him on the side for you again so you can see those pretty colors. Look at this. It's a beautiful fish. All right, he looks like he's about ready to go. What a morning out here. All right, here he goes. See you later, big guy. All right. He's right here by the boat. He's still swimming off. Check that out. Just kind of chilling right beside us. Swimming good. What a great morning this morning out here again. We're in Baja, Mexico. We're at Buena Vista Beach Resort. If you want to catch billfish, this is the place to come and get them. This is actually the only place in the world I've ever got a billfish slam. I got a striped marlin, a blue marlin, and a sailfish in the same day. It was actually the first 3 fish that hit about 5 years back. But every time I come here, we catch a lot of billfish. Already this morning, we have 2 different species of billfish in the boat, and it looks like it's gonna be a really good day. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and clean the boat up some, get the lures back out, and try to catch another one.
After an incredible action-packed day on the water, the seas offshore are rough today, so Jimmy and Luiza decide to stick to land. To make the most of it, they've booked themselves some side-by-sides to see what Mexico's trailways and beaches have to offer. Sergio's ATV Rental, an off-road rental shop owned and operated by local Sergio Aviles, has been around since 2012, and for most tourists staying on the East Cape, there's nowhere they'd rather go if they're looking for some reliable off-road fun. The coastline along the Sea of Cortez offers hundreds of miles of white sand beaches. When you rent side-by-sides like these, it's easy to ride up the coast a few miles and find some quiet beaches away from the resorts and other beachgoers, all the way marveling at the sight of the Sierra de Laguna Mountains rolling into the peninsula. To start, Jimmy and Luiza are heading north along the peninsula towards the coastal town of Buenos Aires. Once there, they'll head inward, riding along an empty tributary. It's dry season this time of year, which offers ATVers the chance to motor themselves straight up to La Cienega waterfall, instead of having to hike to it.
It was beautiful when we were taking those ATVs through the canyons and you just have the kind of tall mountains on either side of you and you're just sitting in that big, huge riverbed that actually does flood and fill up with water certain times a year when they have big rains. Right as we were pulling up the waterfall, it started to rain on us. Since we got rained out at the waterfall, we headed back down the riverbed to the beach, down to a place where we knew there were some wild horses.
After hitting the waterfall, they got some rain along the foothills, so Jimmy and Luiza decide to head back out towards the peninsula to start north again towards Buenos Aires to see what else they can find. Taking a different route than the one they've taken before sprung on them the kind of beauty that the East Cape has to offer, both expected and unexpected. Along the way, they start passing entire groups of wild horses and indigenous cattle, and they can't help but stop off at a lagoon to get a closer look.
The ATVs are always a great way to spend a day. There's so many things you can do on them. You can go fishing, you can just go up and down the beach, you can hang out, you can go to the waterfall like we tried to do, you can check out the horses, go through the desert. I mean, ATVs, your possibilities are endless in Baja when you're on a razor.
After spending some time with the wild horses and soaking in the sun-dried, salty air, they load the grizzly cooler back up and head south, back towards the resort. Seas may be rough offshore today, but Jimmy and Luiza have no complaints. The Sea of Cortez is something to admire, both from a boat and from its beautiful, endless beaches. If there's an off day from fishing, the whole Buena Vista and the East Cape region has so much to offer. It's not likely one will get bored around here, and to prove it, Jimmy and Luiza head back to the resort, change into some swim gear, and head straight for the pool. There's never much time to wonder what you'll do when the charters aren't rolling out, especially when you've got access to a pool like this at a resort like this one. For more info on the ATV or side-by-side rentals, visit www.sergioatv.com. And to book your stay today at the Buena Vista Beach Resort, visit buenavistaresort.mx. For more fishing and diving action, follow Captain Jimmy on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok at Captain Jimmy Nelson.